Well, hello. This is vlog number 1. I have started a podcast, but podcasts are a little more formal. You've got to put some effort into them. A vlog, on the other hand, is just a video log of my day because there are lots of things I want to talk about. And, before I put it on a podcast or before I write about it, I process things by talking. So here we have it, a video log. And I must say, I have got my new varifocals on, which are supposed to go green. They don't look very green to me. They look more brown. But there we go. Huge because I like to be able to see things. I'm always in a rush. Got to see things. But it means I'm very aware of things. So now that you've seen me, I'm going to watch Ollie and his bum in the garden. It is spring, or just the end of spring, in Aberdeen in Scotland. And it is just delightful. There's no real sun at the moment. But I thought I'm going to come and do my video log outside and just get it started. A friend suggested it last week, and I thought, that's a very complimentary thing to say, that I should start a video log. But it's also a practical thing for me because I process things by talking about them. So what will I be talking about? What crosses my little mind in a day? Well, one is how lovely all of these things are. So let me just show you a few things as we're talking. My favorite weed. I don't know what it is. It's like a little dollar bush, but it's got the most beautiful flowers. There's my spinach down there with Ollie, which is last year's leftovers, which are growing, and which I'm going to use in Dougal's food tomorrow because we make food. So there will be things about cooking, not necessarily dog food cooking, but lots about cooking because, one, I'm very aware nutritionally. I obviously overeat when you see the rest of my body, but I think nutrition is so important because you are what you eat. Secondly, I don't like anything that's got unnecessarily chemicals in it. So I try and eat as fresh as possible. Not organic because it's expensive, but like right now I was up at Tesco's, and when we make Dougal's food we use a third vegetable, which is carrot and spinach, and I got 5 bags of organic carrots. Probably still a smidge more, they were on markdown, probably still a smidge more than real carrots, but I got them. But they also have their leaves on them still, which you can again feed to the dog. I'll just check on that, but as far as I remember you can. So great value for money because you can eat the tops of carrots. They greens of some sort. So yeah, recipes. This week I made my usual curry, and normally we put chicken in, but in the UK there is a huge problem with I'm being attacked by these blossoms. Let me zoom out again. Oh no, wrong way. The most beautiful blooms. I'm stuck in a corner here, and these blooms are just delightful, and they're going to go over quickly, so I thought I'd come and sit with them. And there's some little seed heads there. I wonder what those are. Let's go higher. I don't know if you can see them. Yes, there they are. That little seed head there. Wonder what they are from this plant. So just delightful. And here's Ollie, come to say hello and wonder what I'm doing, and Dougal, and the birds that you can hear. So I made normally a chicken curry. I don't eat hot food at all, so it's a mild curry but very flavorful. I mix the spices myself to a large extent, although I do buy curry powder, which is in fact a mixture, and garam masala, which is a mixture, but both of those are mild. Mix them a whole lot of other things according to the recipe I found. And this week I used chickpeas instead of chicken because we need to save costs. The power has gone up hugely. There's an uproar in the UK. Parliamentarians got their increase of 10%, I think it was, and people are struggling. My partner got a 4% increase after 7 years. That's it. So there's a huge problem in the UK with income. So we're trying to be more frugal. So I was doing our finances this morning to sort of have budget. And we should, from a health point of view, be eating far less meat. But from a cost point of view, we should be eating far less meat. And from an environmental point of view, we should be eating less meat. So basically, we've got to cut out quite so much meat. One thing I can say about chickpea curry is it's damn filling. My goodness. I finished it off for an early lunch today, and I was full. So, some more things in the garden. There are some bluebells on the other side over there, and some pink things in the corner there, which look as though they might come from some onion family. We've got the apple tree in bloom, where we actually have 2 branches of the apple tree from our neighbor, and they make lovely apples. We're just finishing off the chutney from last year, or the year before in fact. So very worthwhile. there's a helicopter going overhead, which is going out to the oil rigs. It passes over a few days, and in fact we do have an airport about 5 k's from here, Aberdeen Airport. Quite honestly, I don't notice it so much. You get quite used to it, and we can hear the birds. The wind is actually quite strong if you look up there, but sitting here amongst the trees, it's just delightful. So that's what my video log will be about. Life, gardening, the world about me, economy, cooking. I am also a bit of a sewer, and I'm wearing trousers where I had to take the waist in, which I did last night after about a year. Delightful trousers. I'm so pleased I did it. They fit like a glove now, when I thought, oh, they'll never work. And why I am now doing the sewing is because I came back from Portugal, because I go to Portugal for half the year in bits. I came back from Portugal, and one of my goals was to make a mannequin of my own body, because I am not an average shape. So having a mannequin meant that I could put things on the mannequin and I could see it. So I've made myself a delightful top, which I'm loving. I've taken in these trousers and I've pinned 2 more items. One is a jacket that matches these trousers, and the other one is a stripy, different stripe. I think it's supposed to be a dress. I'm going to make it into a long top. I don't wear dresses, but I'll wear that as a long top. So I've pinned those, and I'm now going to tack them this evening, try them on again, and let's see where we are. And just so much easier, so I'm loving that. So yes, so that is what Pamela's up to in her little life, and what her video log's going to be about, my vlog. So I've been speaking for 6 minutes 55. The last thing I would mention, oh, there goes a black and a white bird, which Dougal always gets annoyed by because it sits on the ground and glares at him. So let me just show you this side. This is a contained garden to keep that little rat in, because he does tend to wander. Now that is that's our house, and the other side of our garden beyond these trees here, it's just a little garden, but the most beautiful poppies. Let's see whether I can, yes, there we go. The most beautiful poppies, looks like her painting that. And then over on the side here, you can't really see them, is a wild rose bush, which has the most beautiful wild roses, simple roses, maybe about 5 petals, a lovely dark pink, but the most incredible aroma. And I've dried those and kept them in a jar, and a year or 2 later they are still smelling. It's fabulous. So I send them out in the Neil's Yard products that I sell. Neil's Yard products being non-toxic, organic, and as natural as possible. Ethical in that they support other communities. So for instance, frankincense is from Kenya and Oman. They've built a well for the Kenyan gatherers of the frankincense, which goes into some of our ranges, which is lovely. They buy their rose petals from only one farm, and they've been with that farm since the 80s, when the starter of Neil's Yard went out to source an organic rose farm. So there's plenty of things. That's Romania. So there are plenty of things that I like about Neil's Yard, plus their products. My skin has never looked so good. Coming from Africa, I've caused it a lot of damage. But the new thing I have discovered was, in fact I discovered it years ago but didn't really pay attention, was massage of the face. My goodness, does that make a difference. And with good products, it's wonderful. Yoga or massage of the face is great. There was something else I was going to mention about that, but it has slipped my mind as I was speaking. The other thing I'm doing is setting up as an online mentor, to have a whole mentorship group for women of a certain age. So instead of having midlife crisis, you have midlife clarity, and you start pursuing things you want to. So I'm in a very fortunate position. What with lockdown and coming to the UK and finding a fabulous partner, we are in a position where I'm not really working formally, but I now need to start making money out of mentorship online. So I've been setting it up and getting it ready, and this vlog is part of finding my voice, because I've always been a trainer, but coming to the UK, it's a very different kettle of fish. But with the internet, you've got a bigger market. So this is my little life, people. It's almost 10 minutes, and I'm going to stop now. Nobody wants to listen for that long. I hope that you're having as fab a day as I am. It's the weekend, and there goes a helicopter back. Oh, and there's some sun coming out. And I'm just looking at the bottom. These red things in front here are raised vegetable beds. And I'm feeding some slugs, that I know. But hopefully I'll get some other stuff out of them. I'm trying to use more organic stuff. I also have a wormery, so I grow things well, and the slugs are very pleased with that. But this spinach, as you can see, is bolting just a smidge. So this is going to go into Dougal's food tomorrow, which then goes into the freezer. Because I'm going to Portugal next Friday, and then the next Tuesday my partner Nori comes out for 2 weeks. And we have just bought a bit of a ruin in Portugal, and we will be looking at that for the builder. Today we open a bank account, so plenty to do for Portugal that I want to do before I go. Like opening bank accounts, applying for things, getting my finance card because I've now got an address, all sorts of things. So I hope you're all having a fab day, and I will speak to you again. It should be every day, so let's see how I do.